Alright guys, and welcome to episode 10 of this AFC Wimbledon Manage Mode Career in Season 3 still. And I've just been watching Gillette Soccer Saturday, and AFC Wimbledon did beat Burton Albion 4-0. So if there are any Dons fans out there, I hope you enjoyed that game. Although I also hope that you didn't leave early, because there were two 90th minute goals. So yeah, just always keep an eye out for their result now. Now after this epic manager mode I've had with him on FIFA 12. So yeah, got a massive episode for you today. Got 5 games for you. It's like 11.5 minutes long, I think. So I really hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to leave a like if you have enjoyed it. So yeah, I mean, first game was against MK Dons, and as you can see here, it took a while for the first bit of action to come, and it was in the 45th minute. This time it was Midson getting forward, laid it off to Moore with the empty net for the tap-in, and not a clue what happened there. But I went on and looked at the replays, and I think he might have just kicked their player and not the ball. Don't have a clue, to be honest. And we went into the break 0-0 at half time, and they came out and straight away had a chance, but somehow their player managed to miss an open net. And in the 75th minute they got forward again. Gleeson laid it off to Rowlands. Rowlands found Bowdwich. Bowdwich ran through on goal, brought my keeper out, but they brilliantly chipped him, and they took a lead. They took a lead in the 76th minute, 1-0 up, just as I gone all out attack to try and find the vital 3 points that I need to hopefully help me avoid the drop. But I didn't, and I lost the game. So the game did finish MK Dons 1, AFC Wimbledon 0. So not the best of starts, but we will crack on with the FA Cup game against Bristol Rovers. And I think, if you'll remember, just recently played Bristol Rovers, probably in the last episode or something like that, and I lost 3-0 at home. So I decided to put that out of my mind and just crack on with it. And as you can see here, in the 11th minute, Pedro Reyes ran the full length of the pitch almost to finish with a shot, but it just went past the post, and a bit annoying there. But we came back at them in the 19th minute. Luke Moore with the ball had a shot, and the keeper tipped it past the post. And yet again we had another chance in the 30th minute. Brett Johnson, the centre back, up front, tackling 2 of their defenders, but again he just put it past the post. So we weren't getting anywhere at this minute. And then in the second half we got another chance. Sammy Moore laid it off for Yusuf. Yusuf gave it to Midson. Midson turned inside, put the ball into the bottom corner. 59 minutes gone. We were 1-0 up. Could we hold on for half an hour to secure a place in the FA Cup third round? I was absolutely like back to the walls job here, because I knew Bristol Rovers would come at me. So I just went defensive and just tried to keep a clean sheet. And as you can see, in the 75th minute, Zabrowski got the ball on the wide, put it in. Some awful defending, but we somehow managed to escape, luckily, with the ball. And the game did finish AFC Wimbledon 1, Bristol Rovers 0, and we march on in the FA Cup. We've got Blackpool in the third round, so it's really great that we've managed to get into the third round for only the second time, although this is only the third season, so 2 out of 3 isn't bad, I suppose. And just showing you my youth players, because it is a new month and they have like changed. I won't say improved, because some of them might not have improved, but Joe Sheringham and Max Ledbetter are 2 standout people, and I don't want to offer any of them contracts just yet. Even Sean Stevens could possibly be a superstar, so I'm really looking forward to those 3 that I've got. And then obviously I've got the scouting updates from Japan and Ireland, I think it is. And again, the Japan seems to have really wide gaps, and I was a bit unsure on what to do with some players. But this player, this 14-year-old, I did reject him. I think it was 14-year-old. And the other 2 I did leave because they could have potentials of 80, so you never know, it could turn up good. But the Irish scout isn't finding many, and the ones that he is finding aren't even that good as well. So I ended up rejecting that kid, and I probably won't even sign those other 2. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. And we move on to getting the new scout, and I was going to send him to Holland, because that is the most voted place. Unfortunately though, it was 60 grand, and I had a look at other comments that were made, but I ended up going and sending him to Scotland because it was just cheap. It's in the British Isles, and I really do want to listen to your guys' comments. I want to send him where you want me to send him, but I've also got to think of the money. I mean, I've only got like 100 odd grand, and it's going to cost me 48 grand to send him anyway, so that's like half of my money gone already. Though we did get 27 grand from the FA Cup, which is nice. But in the future, when I've got more money to spend, I will listen to you guys and where you want me to send him. But for the minute, I've just got to go where the cheapest option is, really. And then, so moving back onto the games, and we are at home to Gillingham this time. And in the 6th minute, Dickinson, the youngster, got the ball. Decent shot, but it came out to Rowe. And Rowe, with his 3rd goal for Wimbledon, put us 1-0 up in the 8th minute. I was delighted with that because I thought that's great because Dickinson got a shot on target. It was well saved by the keeper, and the rebound fell to Rowe. So 2 youngsters, in a way, linking up, not properly linking up, but in a way linking up and putting us into the lead. I mean, what could be better? But obviously, we came back at them again. Rowe this time with the ball was feeling quite confident from that goal and managed to win as a corner. And then from that corner, Rowe picks up the ball yet again, putting an absolute brilliant cross perfectly onto the goal line, but their defender beat my striker to the ball, and they did get it clear. And in the 79th minute, Rowe again with the ball, laid it off to Gwilliam, the left back, who charged upfield. Gwilliam took on one defender, got into a great position. I decided to lay it off for Moore, but Moore couldn't get it past the keeper. And then in the 89th minute, they got a corner. We did try and kind of basically block the cross here as we held them off. They got the cross in, we got the ball, but 2 defenders ran into each other, which gifted their, I think, centre-half, Stephen King is it, the chance to put them 1-1, and they did. A very, very undeserved point for Gillingham, but that's the way football is sometimes, and you've just got to, unfortunately, annoyingly accept it. So the game finished AFC Wimbledon 1, Gillingham 1, and we moved on to the next league game against Chesterfield. This was a must-win. We were like 20th, Chesterfield were 19th, so I was thinking we've got to win this, and the first bit of action came in the 27th minute. We had a corner, it was cleared well, it fell to Moore with the shot from the edge of the area, and it just sailed past the post. And then we came back at them again, Rowe this time in the 33rd minute. Decent run, laid it off to Moore. Moore with all the time in the world, but couldn't get it past the keeper. We managed to get it clear. And then just before half time, we got yet another chance. Rashid Youssef to Rowe. Rowe back to Youssef. Youssef couldn't have asked for a better chance and still managed to put it wide. And then obviously in the 70th minute, they came forward. One ball through, poorly defended. I brought my keeper out. I thought it was going to go a lot faster than what it did towards goal, but it didn't. Bowden took it past the keeper and put it into the empty net. Really frustrating to concede. We went out 1-0 down, and it wasn't looking great at all because in the 73rd minute they came back. Some absolute awful defending gifted Lowry the chance to put him 2-0 up, but somehow he hit the post and then put the rebound wide. In the 80th minute we did have a chance to equalise. Youssef turned in well, got into a decent shooting position, and the keeper did make an okay save. Unfortunately, though, we didn't have a chance after that. The corner came to nothing, and we lost 1-0 to Chesterfield, which just is a really, really poor result, to be honest. And now we were 22nd in the league, and Brett Johnson picked up a sprained ankle and is out for 3 weeks. So yeah, at this moment in time, we were 22nd in the league, and it was just not going well at all. I was going to change my tactics, but I completely forgot, so I kept with 4-4-2. And in the 35th minute, Charles Williams with his first goal for the club, acceptable because he's a centre-off, and what a well-taken header that was. A brilliant corner by Sammy Atom, whipped it in, and Charles Williams just outmuscled the player, out-aired him, outbeat him, whatever you want to say, and it went into the bottom corner. Keeper stood no chance. So we were 1-0 up in the 35th minute, and they looked to come back at us. So as they tried to hold onto the ball and get downfield, we just won it with Djali. Djali laid it after Moore. Moore broke forward, broke past Livesey with considerable ease. He even managed to get the ball back when he'd won it, and then chipped it into Adameno. So 3 minutes later, we were 2-0 up. What a time to take the second. I was just really feeling it. So I was thinking, change tactics. Why bother? We are 2-0 up, playing lovely football. And then in the 42nd minute, Adameno did 2 ball rolls and then jinxed the other way, ran into the box. Moore was there, chipped it into Moore, and regave the favour. That does not sound right. He gave back the favour that Moore had just given him, and we went out 3-0 up just before half time. Although they did come back, somehow they just got the ball with Zoko. Zoko ran through. It was too fast for my defenders and slotted it perfectly under the goalkeeper, so fair enough to him. That was a great goal. And we went into the break 3-1, so I was thinking, okay, we're in control of this game. We shouldn't really lose it at this point, but knowing us, we probably will. Fortunately, though, it was Carlisle with the terrible defending gifted Adameno the chance to make it 1. And my screensaver's just come on. Gifted Adameno the chance to make it 4-1, and he did. And then I brought Lloyd Rowe on. Lloyd Rowe gave it to Adameno. Adameno gave it back to Lloyd Rowe. Lloyd Rowe gave it back to Adameno. Adameno with a chance to seal his second hat-trick for us. Didn't manage to get it, and as the keeper booted it clear, the game did, well, obviously the game didn't finish when he booted it clear. There was no more action after that. The game finished AFC Wimbledon 4, Carlisle United 1, so a brilliant result to end there. And because the league is that tight, we jumped from 22nd in the league to 16th. So if we can go on a run, we will be perfectly fine. We're only 3 points off of 12th, so it's not all bad at all. If not, though, we could end up back in the relegation zone. So I'm not really sure what to make of this episode. We've ended well, but could have been a lot better. 16th isn't too bad at the minute, so where we have been. So just having a quick look at like the top end of the table. Huddersfield is still top, I know about that. And I think we can push up for the top half of the table. That's all I'm going to expect this season. But January transfer window's coming around, the FA Cup third round's coming around, and like I said, we have got Blackpool, and obviously then there is the triple upload Sunday, which is tomorrow as well. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for triple upload Sunday. See you later, guys.